Freddy Brackett. We made it back. It is such a beautiful day. We had
another hot one.
It's going to be hot, but we had the greatest weekend. Now, let me tell you about this weekend.
It went by too fast.
It went by way too fast, but it was a daycation extraordinaire. Started about 1 o'clock Saturday.
I don't know about them old big old long
words.
Fancy words.
Well, we kind of had to Hiawassee. Had our mindset, was it Hiawassee? Blairsville.
Yeah.
Blairsville. To the subway. That was our mission. That was our plan. And then we got rerouted just a teeny bit. And when you're headed to Blairsville and you end up in Ball Ground, I'm not sure what happened, but I think it was that baby Landon. Do you think Landon might have had something to do with it?
Yeah, I was planning on a little day trip to Blairsville to the subway and ended up babysitting. I said, let's run by the garden and see how it's going, because Don and Lonnie were down there picking. We get to the garden and out comes Farmer John and Ma Kettle. And they're coming out of the garden and they are looking rough. And they've got the baby with them. And they have the baby in the little baby seat, and the baby has been sitting in the rows while they're picking beans. Well, you know, we felt sorry for them. So we canceled our daycation to Blairsville, and we spent a daycation in Ball Ground. And I will tell y'all, that baby likes him a whole lot better than he likes me. I think it's that look that I have, like, ooh, don't get me nasty, don't get me dirty, and he just wallered all over you. Well, I'm surprised that you raised your kids, because the way you...
I'm not a good diaper changer.
Well, I'm not a good diaper changer.
No, thank goodness Landon was a good boy and he didn't need a diaper change. But our day totally turned around and it was a great day. It was a great day, and we watched, did they pick 7, 8 hours maybe? At least.
Yeah.
Cucumbers, and beans and beans and beans. When we started this garden project, we had this idea. Keep up with exactly what it cost and then compare. Can you grow it cheaper than you can buy it? I will now tell you, you can buy it cheaper than you can grow it. We went out to R&A Orchard yesterday, and they have beans, beautiful beans, tomatoes, zucchini, cucumbers, peaches, some of the most beautiful peaches you ever saw. And when you compare your time, you have to love gardening. And I told Andy Fetch, I said, you've rubbed off on me. We love the look and the feel of that garden growing. And what is this?
Well, it looks like tomatoes.
Does it look like it might be fresh garden grown?
Well, I don't know why it wouldn't be.
Do you know what these are? Name them beans.
Green beans.
White half runner beans. Do you know how much trouble this was?
Is this named this vegetable?
Yes. What is that?
Looks like vegetable soup.
Now what's in it? Okra.
A little bit of everything. It's even got a little noodles in it.
It does. Like. Macaroni noodles. Do you know how hard it is to cold pack or to pressure pack this? This is a lot of work. We now know that garden is a ton of work. When you could pull up to any of the local farmers, you can buy it cheaper than you can grow it. But I think the pleasure of seeing it grow, and now how did you feel about picking, you did 1 row of cucumbers and you got 60 pounds of cucumbers. Were you amazed that it produced that much?
Well, yeah, hadn't they picked the cucumbers off those
4
rows
days.
Anyway, you know, so, and they was some humongous cucumbers. It was oversized, yeah. After 4 days, every 4 days, these plants are producing 60 pounds per row. They're about 6 rows. Do y'all know any good recipes for cucumbers? Because to be honest with you, I'm sick of looking at cucumbers. Are you tired of cucumber sandwiches? Well, I hadn't had one in about 2 weeks. But
so you could have another one?
Well.
Could you eat about 40?
I don't know.
Because we got a whole lot of cucumbers, y'all. But
I'm on to the pickles now, seems like.
Yeah, we've gone to the pickles now. Okay, you finally got to sample Gail's sweet pickle relish. Tell me what you thought.
Well, it was delicious, of course.
It is awesome. It is so good, and I'm ashamed to tell this because I try to watch my sugar. I really blew it this weekend. Miss Ann Fetch fixed me this peach ice cream. And it reminded me so much of my Grandma Dobbs ice cream. I was going to share it, but I forgot to, and I ate the whole thing. Certainly was good.
That cup was probably as tall as that jar right there.
Shut up.
And you were sitting over there.
And he kept looking over there saying, are you eating that whole thing? Well, yeah.
And we were in the motorhome, and she was sitting in the passenger seat where the steps are, and that little short leg just a dangling going down through there, just eating that ice cream.
Boy, it was good. It was good, and those pictures are good. And I posted on Facebook that it reminded me of my Grandma Dobbs. Then my sister sent back a message and said, was it as good as hers? Hers was great. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was awesome. But this gardening experiment has turned into really and truly a labor of love. And it was where we actually ended up back down there yesterday. And
Yep.
yesterday, 5.5 or 7.5 bushels of beans.
I don't remember, but
I
Lonnie
think it was
picked
5.5.
every one of them,
He
didn't
did. He
I
did.
don't see how the man could do it.
But let me tell you what he said. Y'all will love this. This man's a roofer by trade, and he gets on a roof about 6 o'clock every morning, and he gets off that roof about 9 o'clock at night. When he left the garden yesterday evening, he said, oh, I got to go get some rest so I can go back to roofing. I'd rather roof than pick beans. And I thought, oh, no. Picking beans is a tough one. Now, how you feel about your back bending picking cucumbers?
Well, it was,
Hurting?
yeah.
Just a
you
little
can tell
bit?
I broke it.
Yes. Gardening is hard. It
I'd
is time
squat every
consuming.
once in a while.
It's hard and it's time consuming. And you know, you just said a trick. The migrant workers do squat down when they're picking beans. If you pick for a living, you know, in order to save your back, they do squat
Well, the
down.
only thing I thought of when I was squatting is I was closer to the snake.
Oh, yeah. Well, we haven't, knock on wood, haven't seen one single snake in ball ground, but I can tell you,
This is all wood. You can just do
there,
this.
there's a
You don't have to look for wood. Or you could solve problems just knock right there.
There's a big old deer in the garden at ball ground, and I've got a reward out for it. If y'all see that big old deer, get your bow and arrow out. Is it bow and arrow season yet?
I don't know.
I don't think so. Y'all hush. Don't tell the police I said to do this. But if you see that deer, just kind of grab him by the ankle, twist his ankle, and smack him and knock him out, because he's doing some damage to the garden. The garden's been fun, but it's been expensive, very time consuming. And you can pull up to any of our local growers and buy it cheaper than you can grow it. So we proved our point. Don't have a dollar value yet of exactly what it's produced. But I can tell you from these cans, a bushel of tomatoes, I don't know how much they would cost for a bushel. But anyway, a bushel, I wonder how many quarts it would produce.
I don't know.
We need to figure that out. We need to find out dollar-wise when you're canning, how do you come out on that? These cans came from the Hiwassee, the Georgia Mountain Fair. And you know, they have canning displays, they have quilting displays. Do you know how to quilt? Does your mama quilt?
No.
Well, somebody quilted, because that's a beautiful
I don't know if she
quilt.
ever has before or not.
I did, and my granny said I was stupid, and she said it quite often. She kept saying, put that thimble on. And I said, I can't figure out how to wear it. And she said, well, you get blood all over that quilt. Well, I did. You could see every stitch that I sewed because there's a little prick of blood on it. So some people got it going on, some people don't.
Well, it shocks me that you even got that far with it.
I did. What you got right there?
I don't know what it is.
I bet some of my
can't see it.
kinfolks will be at this. This is Moonshine Cruising. Yep, some of my kinfolks will be at that. And we're going to talk about that with Miss Hilda. She also brought us a full-fledged band. You know anything about that band?
Well, they sounded good, that's for sure.
Sounded awful
during
good.
practice a while ago. And I believe I've heard them a time or two up at
I
the
believe you have.
Anderson Hall.
Now, in 1992, when you were there singing at the, was it talent contest?
Yeah, I forgot what they call it.
Was that the same group that played behind you? How long have they been there? How
I don't
long you guys been there? Forever.
Was you there in 1992?
Well, then
Well,
they're
then
the
they were-
ones. Yeah. I need to bring y'all a picture of him that day. He was,
So they may,
what was that song you sung?
if they remember me, they may start running.
No. What was that song you sung?
I think it was Warning Labels by Doug Stone.
Okay. All right. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, I'm sure they remember that after all them people. Oh, wow, yeah.
I bet they remember that night. He was that country boy from Ball Ground that brought all his family, and you did take a lot of folks with you. It is a great occasion for people to bring their family. And if you can sing, you can show up and sing. Now, that event happens all the time, and some good talent has come from there.
Yeah.
We saw some awesome talent there last year from Gainesville, and we're still waiting on those kids to find a chance to call us and come be with us. There was some really, really good talent there. So
Maybe they're waiting on the chance for you to call them.
maybe. I don't have their phone number. 1-800-DIAL-A KID
thought
in
you got-
Gainesville.
I
didn't get their number.
I thought
They got
you got
mine.
their card.
We've got some things we've got
All right,
to do.
go ahead.
It's a page full. Starts with a very, very special young man who is in surgery right now, Presley Barnett. And if anybody knows Elvis Presley, that's where he got his name. His daddy is an Elvis Presley fanatic. So Presley Barnett is in surgery as we speak. He has a tumor behind his ear. So they are doing surgery. They expect the surgery to last 3 hours, recovery about 3 hours. Please pray for this family. This is Gerald Allen's grandson. They are from Pickens County.
And he's again how old?
He is 10, I believe he's 10. Cute as he can be. I'm going to save this one for the end because this is a very special request. Today is a very happy birthday to Miss Lisa Waddell, who actually is the candy controller here. That's the only name I can think of her. She's in marketing. She controls the candy we give y'all at the parades.
Is she the head smarty person?
She's the head smarty, that's right. And a very special anniversary, 18 years to Ron and Shirley Singleton. And happy birthday
anniversary.
to Joe Morgan. You know who Joe Morgan might be?
Yeah, he was with C.C. Morgan
I
Band.
mean
I
he
don't
was.
know who he's with now.
I don't know, but man, can he play a
Is he now with
piano?
Matt and Phil?
I don't know, but he can sure play a piano.
They got a new group, something about a creek.
Something about a creek. Well, if you're up the creek,
Creek review, creek review. What
I
is it?
don't know.
I don't remember.
But we'll figure it out. Travis Bridgman, happy birthday to our dear friend Travis.
Happy birthday, Travis.
And
I
what's
hope
wrong
you have
with
a
Miss
good day.
Alicia? Strep throat.
Oh, wow.
Strep throat. Get better
That's
quick.
no fun.
She can't sing with that strep throat going on. And we want to say hey to
She
Cherie.
can, too, because I've been listening to it in my car.
Yes, you have. Yes, we have. We want to say hey to Cherie, Cheshire Teague, and Grayson.
Yep,
Now,
good
I
morning.
taught Grayson how to string beans. And I said, this is why they call them snap beans. Well, he just didn't take much interest in what I was doing, did he? He wanted to rock and play, so you got to rock him. But it is, I think everybody should take even a 4x4 plot and plant something with your children because they are fascinated with the dirt, the seed, the fertilizer, the water, and the plant and the producing stuff. The kids have really taken up on this gardening. So,
You know, I did that one time.
yes, you did. And you told me about your greens.
Yeah, I
Tell
had
us.
the bushiest turnip greens you ever saw in your life. One pack. Just a, 8 by 8, 10 by 10 square.
So it was thick,
Yeah.
real thick,
Oh, yeah.
real thick. Okay, and to Tina Jordan from Ball Ground, hey, she came
Yeah.
by and they got tomatoes from the garden. And
And I
we're-
believe her mom is Glenda Faith Chapman, I believe.
so,
Good
believe
morning.
so.
If y'all are watching this morning, good morning to you.
And we have a special program we're going to put together, and I would like to ask you if you've been involved in this. I'd like to talk to you because there are pros and cons about this. My mom and my child had weight loss surgery, and many issues. Good things happen with a lot of people with this weight loss surgery, and sometimes fatal things happen. Sometimes serious medical conditions happen. I have a good friend who is a health caregiver, and she recommended that her husband not have this surgery. And the daughter who was with Daddy when this decision was made, the daughter and Daddy started walking. And if you do this surgery, quite often you have complications. This child and her dad decided not to have the surgery and started walking. She has now lost 160 pounds. I'm so proud of her, and I want to have them on the program because Dad was leaning toward the bypass surgery, and he just thought, you know, I've tried diet, I've tried this, I've tried that, and I want to give y'all a new diet I want you to try. Come and see me and get you about 60 pounds of cucumbers. And I said, it'll beat Jenny Craig, it'll beat Weight Watchers, it'll beat any of them things you pay a bunch of money for. Because if you eat cucumbers for breakfast, cucumbers for lunch, and cucumbers for supper, that stuff's just water, and eventually it'll go, whoop, it'll be gone. But there are so many things you can do that are, I think, easier than the weight loss surgery. I've seen Mama and Angela have serious, serious complications from it. I saw Angela back in the hospital several times. She ended up with some serious, serious problems. She would tell you she would do it again today. She would do it again every Friday. If they told her they had to operate every Friday, she would do it. I totally disagree with that. So if you have had bypass surgery, good results, bad results, I'd like to talk to you because we're going to do a program based on a lady that you went to school with.
Yep.
She had some serious, serious complications, and she's now in a feeding tube. Many, many people who have this surgery have no serious medical conditions. Others, it's kind of like playing Russian roulette. You never know what the luck of the draw will be. I would never do it. I may die weighing 500 pounds and they have to hand make a casket, but I would not do it. I try to live a better lifestyle. I drink a lot of water. I swim. I try to do better until Ann Futch handed me that dadgum peach ice cream. And that just blew it pretty much. But every once in a while you can sin. But I think a better lifestyle to me is more important than having the surgery.
And she says that now.
Absolutely.
She wouldn't have had it
Now,
if she had
can
known
we
the
disclose
consequences that she was going to have.
how heavy was she?
Well, I told her the other day, I said, you wasn't fat to begin with.
Yeah.
And she said, no, I wasn't. It's just that.
That mindset. That
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
be thin. I want to be thin.
Right.
I want to weigh 138 and I want to be 41 years old. I'm not. It ain't going to happen. It don't matter. I don't care. And I think that's the mindset you have to get in. Do the best with
Yeah.
what you have.
And she said that if she had it to do over, if she weighed 300 pounds or whatever, that's what she'd weigh. She
Yeah.
wouldn't have it again.
Right. Right, and so we do want to talk to you. If you have had, and there are so many different bypass surgeries out there, one of the kids had a banding process, and she only lost 40 or 50 pounds. Now she's battling other serious health issues, and I think has lost some more, but Angela had the same kind Mama had, and Mama was the 9th person in the nation to have it. When she had this, it was experimental, it was guesswork, literally guesswork, and she did not do so well. So you know, if you would like to contact us, please go to Cherie at etcmail.com, or you can call us at my office, 706-692-6903.
Yep. And we are running out of time. We
gotta
better get
go.
with it.
We gotta go. But we do want to talk to you about that because this is going to be a very special program. It will either enlighten you or it will make you stop and think. And I tried to talk somebody else out of having it the other day, and I think she's not going to have it. But we want to talk to you. We want to do the pros and cons of this. So there you go. And
So, Joan, I'll be getting with you in the next few days.
Joan will be getting with you, and Miss Carr, I'll be getting with you. So, but I'm so proud of Amber, 160 pounds walking. Yay, way to go, way to go. We're going to take a break, and we're going to go to our sponsors. And when we come back, we're going to talk to Miss Hilda Thomason from the Georgia Mountain Fair. She brought us all these goodies. She brought us that beautiful quilt. She brought us, see this, tickets. Somebody's going to win some tickets to go to the Georgia Mountain Fair. Some great groups will be there, and we're going to share that with you. And we're going to bring her band on. We're going to line that band up in about 2 seconds, and you're going to hear some great music. What would you call the kind of stuff they do?
Good.
Good. Here we go. We're going.
Just sit back, shut up, and listen.
There we go. I love it. Donnie got me. We'll be back in just a second.
In a church on the mountain, far, far away, we vowed we'd never part. You kept your promise to love and obey, but then I broke your heart. If you could see this misery, I know that you come home to me. There's no one else I'd rather have than have your love. I'd be so proud to say, this is the girl I love. What can I do, dear? What can I say that would change your mind. If I could only have one more chance, I'd never leave you behind. If you could see this misery, I know that you come home to me. There's no one else I'd rather have than have your love. I'd be so proud to say, this is the girl that I love. If you could see this misery, I know that you come home to me. There's no one else I'd rather have your love. I'd be so proud to say, this is the girl that I love. To say, this is the girl that I love.
All right, thank you. That was Mike Johnson on one right there. Let's bring up Barry Palmer to do an old Tommy Jackson fiddle tune called Cherokee Shuffle. Thank you.
Okay, Miss Hilda
Boy,
Thomason.
that would about make you want to get in your car and go up to Hiawassee and listen to some of that, don't it?
Miss Hilda, what's the name of this group?
It's Bluegrass Alliance. They're a group that just travels all over the state and all over the southeast with me, performing and doing a lot of TV shows and a lot of publicity for the Georgia Mountain Fair.
And you just told us that Barry, who does fiddle,
He's playing the fiddle today, but he plays in the Georgia Mountain Fair staff band, which has been together since the early 50s, and he's played banjo since he's about 13 or 14 years old with the Georgia Mountain Fair staff band and still doing that.
Wow.
And the other guys are playing on the grounds while the fair's going on too, on different little state outdoor amphitheaters that we have. So
that's a
you'll see 'em while
little
they're playing.
sample of why people would want to go to the Georgia Mountain Fair. You could sit all day and listen to that.
You can. I mean, it's wonderful. We have not only on the grounds outside of playing in the different locations, but we have the Anderson Music Hall that seats 3,000 people, air conditioned. We have a lot of great concerts in there. So
I I can't wait. There's one person coming this year that I have wanted to see since 1981, Ronnie McDowell.
Well, he's going to be there.
I have wanted to see him forever. Is it The King Is Gone? Is that the song you
Yes.
did that I have the 45 of it? I have always wanted to see him and meet him and see, did he really love Elvis that much? And is that why he chose this style and this blend of music, or did he just look like him and decide to follow him?
Well, I think maybe some of both, but he is a great entertainer, and he is so good with the audience. When his show's going on, he'll get out in the audience and get the audience to participate and all kinds of things. It's just such a great guy, and I've talked to him a lot backstage, and he really, really is a good person. And his son plays in the band, too.
Oh, wow.
So he's really good. But opening day, we have Neil McCoy coming. Of course, Ronnie McDowell the second day. We have Roy Clark coming in on Friday. And then something new that we're doing this year, we have the Americana Roots and Music Festival. And this will be the first Saturday, July the 23rd. And we'll have our Georgia Mountain Fair Parade that day at 11. We've got some great groups coming. Claire Lynch, the Waybacks, Larkin Poe, Barefoot. This is one of the cutest groups that you could ever see. They are just really sharp looking. They're going to be there, and then we
Now,
have.
do they do bluegrass?
It's it's a mixture of all. It's musical blend of country, bluegrass, folk, blues, and swing.
Wow.
And then we have Nelson Thomas and Irons in the Fire, and each group is going to do 90-minute set, and it starts at 10 o'clock in the morning and goes to 11 o'clock that night.
Wow.
So it's a lot of entertainment. Then we have on Sunday the McCameys and the Inspirations and the Primitives, and we have Jerry Goff that'll be doing the church services. We have the Atlanta Rhythm section coming. We have our Miss Georgia Mountain Fair Beauty Pageant, and we have the Swinging Medallions and the Sock Hops. We also have Joe Diffie. And another thing that we're doing this year, this is our second year, we're having a Georgia Mountain Fair recipe showcase.
Yeah.
And I've invited you to come and be in our cooking contest.
Yeah.
We have 2 days of that. On July the 21st, it's the Ingalls Showdown. And then we have it again on Wednesday, July the 27th. So,
And I told you about a recipe, one tried and true recipe that I have given over and over and over to people, and they always say, I made it, my kids loved it, I made it, everybody in my office loved it, I made it, my Sunday school class loved it, and I think it's going to be the thing I choose, and it's called Grab It and Go. And it was based on being in a motorhome at a racetrack. Something simple, something not messy that you could do ahead of time, and I think that is what cooking is about today. You can, but many women have never canned in their lives.
Right.
Many women don't have the time to cook, but Grab It and Go is one of those recipes. I think once I share it, everybody will make it.
Oh, yeah, it sounded great. You was telling me earlier it sounded, it made me even hungry thinking about it. But this is some of the things that you'll see at the Georgia Mountain Fair, all these canned goods and fresh vegetables, and then, of course, the quilt behind me here.
We want to show this quilt because this was done by a lady in South Carolina, is
That's
that right?
right.
And is that a string quilt pattern?
You know, I really don't know the name of it, but it's all hand quilted. It's a beautiful pattern.
Well, this has given me an idea. I'm going to bring in some of my antique quilts and let them show them daily, because at the fair there will be other quilts on display.
Right, we have quilts on display. You can buy them. We also judge the quilts. We also have the art of quilting in one of the old log cabins up there in the Pioneer Village. You can actually go in and watch the ladies quilt. So there's a lot of authentic mountain demonstrations in the Pioneer Village.
Are you making butter?
We actually don't make butter, but we do apple butter in the fall. We actually do the apple butter, but we have soap and hominy making, quilting, blacksmith shop. The sawmill will be running. We do kettle corn and pork skins. We fry the pork skins
Oh,
up.
gosh, love pork skins.
We have an old one-room schoolhouse.
Should we tell Miss Hilda the recipe?
Yeah, tell her.
Okay, I got to tell you the recipe. This is so good, and we did it on the show a couple of weeks ago. This is Freddy's recipe. I make really good cornbread, but sometimes he likes crackling cornbread, and it's hard to find good cracklings all the time. It's never hard to find a bag of meat skins at the dollar store. So you walk in and you buy a bag of meat skins and you break them in half. If they're big pieces, you break them in half. You add them to your cornbread recipe.
Oh.
And there you have crackling cornbread. And it is the best crackling cornbread you ever put in your
And
mouth.
as you was telling about that, I was thinking, when they're fresh like that, how good they are when they're fresh.
They're
Oh,
wonderful.
yeah.
How that would be.
That'd be really
yeah.
good.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, they have them there, and they are good. I just could sit down and eat a whole bag of them. I know they're probably not real good for you, but occasionally it's okay.
Zero trans fat,
Yeah.
according to the bags.
Right.
So when you go, get you about 4 bags, then you can eat 2 bags, and then put the other 2 bags in your
In your
cornbread.
cornbread.
Yeah,
That's
that'd be
right.
real good.
That's right.
But we also have Smoky Mountain Amusements, a big carnival that'll be there with the rides, and this is one of their posters that they have put out, and they have free carnival rides 2 days during the Georgia Mountain Fair.
Now, when is that? What,
that's,
2 days?
That's opening day, July the 20th, from 2 to 5. You can ride ride, all the rides free. There's no charge for the rides. You have to pay the admission to get in, but the rides are free. And then we do that again on Tuesday, July the 26th, from 2 to 5, free carnival rides.
Well, we're going to see how much people pay attention. You know, sometimes I tell him things that I don't believe he pays attention to. Sometimes he says something that I'll ask a question and he'll say, you never pay attention to me. Well, I do. But sometimes y'all get every word we say. So today, our question is, where were we headed on Saturday before we got detoured to babysit? Now, where were we headed? We were headed up the road to a certain place to have a certain meal. If you can tell me the town and what we were going to eat, you win 2 tickets to the Georgia Mountain Fair. And these will get you in any day?
That's right. They're good for any day of the Georgia Mountain Fair.
Okay, all right.
The rides are extra, but that's admission to the fair.
Okay, but if they were to go on those 2 days, would they get to use these too, the days that the rides are free? Okay.
Sure. Right.
You got it. Headed to Subway for a good old sandwich. Now, let me tell you the Cherie Martin Subway sandwich.
Let's find out before you do who was the winner of that
Who's the
one.
winner? Morgan Kelly from Ball
You're
Ground,
going to
Georgia.
Hiawassee.
There you go. If I go to Subway, I try to do good, and I have the grilled chicken, the little pieces of grilled chicken. Then I have spinach, tomatoes, bell peppers, black olives, oregano, salt and pepper, and the only sinning I thought I was doing was that sweet onion sauce. It's got 0 fat in it. I love it. So now I'll just start drinking that stuff. So that's the Cherie Martin Subway. Love it, love it, love it. And that is a nice day trip to go up that way and just relax.
Yeah.
Now, people will be coming and spending the week, won't they?
Oh, yeah. We got 189 campsites there on the fairgrounds, and a lot of people are staying in the campground. They're staying in the hotels, cabins, cottages, bed and breakfasts. It's a beautiful town, and the fairgrounds is surrounded by Lake Chattooga. So you can also enjoy we got a new ski show this year, a water ski show. The Tampa Bay Ski Club is coming out of Tampa, Florida, and the last weekend of the fair, they're going to do a ski show, water ski show on the lake there, and we got bleachers set up. So if you pay to get into the fair, that includes the water show.
Wow.
The ski show, and
it's the last day of the fair?
the last 2 days. They'll be
Okay.
there the 29th and 30th. There'll be 2 shows a day. But
Okay.
you can go to our website and get all that information.
And the fair opens July 20th and goes through the 30th.
That's right. There's
Okay.
11 days. And we have the Bengal Tigers that'll be there, a tiger show. They'll be doing 2 shows a day, and then on the weekends they'll do 3 shows. And that is really, really beautiful. I mean, I've seen the tigers already. They're so pretty. They're beautiful. So come out and enjoy that. And we got about 68 arts and craft booths with all different types of arts and crafts. We have great food there on the fairgrounds. We've got smoked trout and barbecue and great hamburgers and chicken salads, just about it, funnel cakes. And the Georgia Mountain Fair is a project of the Towns County Lions Club, so we operate with a lot of volunteers and just make a great thing happen in Towns County and promote tourism and bring all these people up to the
Hilda,
mountains.
how many people do you think will be there? What is a normal day's entry?
Well, last year for the total 11 days, our paid attendance was 44,000.
Wow.
For the 11 days.
Wow.
And it depends on who our entertainment is, because the entertainment is a big draw.
Right.
We're really getting a lot of calls about Neil McCoy. Of course, we've had a lot of calls about Mel Tillis. We have a lot of calls about the Atlanta Rhythm section. Roy Clark is really big. So it depends on who the artist is how many people that you'll have there on
Right.
a given day. But you know, it can be anywhere from 4,000 people to 10,000.
You know, the one thing we couldn't make people understand is when you get this ticket, this gets you into those concerts.
It does every day, except we're doing something new this year. The Mel Tillis show is the only show that it doesn't get you into. The rest of them it is
Okay.
included in. But on the Mel Tillis show, just give us a call. The tickets are available. We're dropping the admission to the fair that day. It's $5 to get in the gates, and then $7 to see Mel Tillis.
Okay.
And then of course, it's $2 to park every day. But it's general admission for Mel Tillis. Those tickets are sold in advance, or you can buy them at the door, and there'll be 2 shows. And
Okay.
it's no reserved seating. You just sit wherever.
Okay.
But we've got a lot of new things planned this year. Like I said earlier, we got the water ski show. This is our 2nd year to do the cooking contest. The Tigers are new this year. And something else that's really, really cool that we've built is the Anderson Paris Pioneer Park. And and we just did the dedication to it just a few days ago. It's a big park that we developed right up in Pioneer Village, right behind the old general store. You can go in there. We have an outdoor amphitheater. We have picnic tables, benches. We've got a big water fountain with water coming out, all kinds of landscaping. And we did this park to honor a couple of people in our county that's done a lot for decades and decades, and we wanted to find a way to honor them. And I think this park will be enjoyed by a lot of people. And it's so nice and shady and cool, and you can sit there and have your lunch and listen to the bands and have a
That'll be
good
awesome.
time. Yeah.
Now, for the people who, like myself, like old cars,
Yes, he does like old cars.
tell us a little bit about the Moonshine Cruise
With
In.
the Georgia Mountain Moonshine Cruise In, this is our third or fourth year to do that. Last year we had 824 cars registered, and we had 6,400 people
Wow.
that went through the gates. And it's August the 11th, 12th, and 13th is the dates of it. And it's muscle cars, it's classics cars, it's hot rods, it's just about any kind of car that you want to see there at the event. And we got a new person coming to this year, Linda Vaughn. She used to be, back in the 60s, a real popular lady. She's on the front of the brochure. She'll be there with her full suit and her car and signing autographs and doing all that. And also, we're having a big car corral this year, and we've got a gentleman that works for the Discovery Channel coming out of Miami, Florida to film this. So he'll be filming all the cars and everything, and that'll be right there on the fairgrounds.
I know a red 66 Dodge Coronet that might take that trip, don't you?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Can't
I'd love for y'all to come.
It takes high test gas, I'll tell you that.
We have the big kickoff party on Thursday night at the Ridges Resort, and that's open to the public, which is so much fun. Sit out on the lake and have the barbecue and the chicken and everything. It's very cheap to go, and entertainment. All the cars are parked along the lake, so that's the big kickoff party on Thursday night. Then on Friday, the car show starts at Hiawassee at the fairgrounds, and that'll be Friday and Saturday. We have a big parade on Friday night with the cars coming down. They'll leave the fairgrounds and come into Hiawassee and come to the square. And we got
800 cars takes a while to get through there, doesn't it?
It does.
Wow.
There's usually about 200 cars in the parade, but we had that many cars registered, for the car show last year. But we'll have Elvis on the square that night on Friday night when we have the parade, and he's actually out of the hometown that Elvis Presley's actually from,
Wow.
Mississippi. Yeah. And he's really good, and he'll be there during the fair also. So
I want to ask about the ski, what do you call
Tampa
it?
Bay Water Ski Show.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Is it going to be to where you could camp at those campsites there on the lake and see the show from there?
You won't probably actually be able to see the ski show from your campsite, but you can. The ski show is going to take place right behind the exhibit hall. If you know where the exhibit hall is at there on the
Okay,
fairgrounds. I had them come last year, the ski club, and look at the lake and figure out where we were going to have it at. So it's right in behind the exhibit hall there. You can close down
Which is to the left of Anderson Hall.
Yes, go down in there where the moonshine still's at, and the Antique Farm Museum and the Flower Show building. We got a bunch of bleachers set up there, and you'll be able to see it right in there.
Well, last year we did an interview with people who had been there 31 years. And it was very interesting to meet them. And we said, what draws you back to this? And they said, everything about it. There's not one thing about it we don't like. And one of the things that we need to spend a little time with, we're going to bring the group back up and let them do a couple more songs. These guys, people come to hear good music.
They do. I mean, we have these big Nashville stars come in, but music like you just heard here earlier, this is great, and it's all over the grounds. And we have a talent show, a country music show, with y'all were talking about earlier, that you can, it's open invitation to anyone that wants to perform, and that is really some good talent. And some people like that better than they do the big name talent.
it was fun. It was fun.
But we have some real mountain
Because
music
of the
there.
variety.
Yes, it is a great
Yeah.
variety. It
Yeah.
really is.
Yeah.
Good mountain music there on the fairgrounds.
Well, we're going to take a break, and we're going to go to the community calendar for just a second while we set these guys back up, and we're going to bring them back and let them do a couple more songs, maybe 3 songs. Then we're going to come back again and give away 2 tickets. Y'all pay attention to what's going on today. You're going to win 2 more tickets to the Georgia Mountain Fair.
Here looking for something couldn't find anywhere else. I ain't trying to be nobody, just want a chance to be myself. I done 1,000 miles of thumbing, I've worn blisters on my heels, trying to find me something better. I headed out for Bakersfield. You don't know me, but you don't like me. Say careless how I feel. How many of you that sit and judge me. Ever walk the streets of Bakersfield? Spent some time in San Francisco, spent a night there in the cab. They threw this drunk man in my jail cell, took $13 from that man, left him a watching my old house key. Don't want folks thinking that I'd steal. And I thanked him as he was sleeping, and I headed out for Bakersfield. You don't know me, but you don't like me. Say careless how I feel. How many of you that sit and judge me ever walk the streets of Bakersfield? You don't know me, but you don't like me. Say careless how I feel. How many of you that sit and judge me ever walk the streets of Bakersfield? How many of you that sit and judge me ever walk the streets of Bakersfield?
Thank you. That's Todd Freeman there on the lead vocals for an old Buck Owens tune, the greatest bluegrass balladeer ever to come out of Sherman, Texas.
Oh, yes, that's true.
Alvis Edgar Owens. This is one that was written by Tony Rice, excuse me, when he was a member of the Bluegrass Alliance about 1971 or 72, one called The Seeker.
Forget his past and present and start his life anew.
A room in a town where a friend could not be found. Here's a seeker with a bottle by his side.
Oh, the room is not a castle, it's just
Another place to hide.
fortune is hard to find for the man with the troubled mind. Oh, most rich for or he loses his mind. To a room in a town where a friend could not be found is a seeker with a bottle by his side. Oh, the room is not a castle, it's just another place to hide.
just another place to hide. For the seeker with another place to hide.
Thank you. We'll do that for my cousin Frank Nichols over here in LJ. I think he's looking in today.
One hobo.
Oh, the hobo? All right.
Yeah.
Sitting in a cold Chicago train yard, I've been down so long it looks like up to me. My luck might change if I could catch a southbound and ride to a warm locality. There's
Nothing as lonesome as a freight train.
and there's
No place as cold as a boxcar, headed for an unfriendly town.
My buddy knows a honcho in the freight yard. He knows where every boxcar's gonna go. I'll catch me one that's headed for a warm place, and I'll go where the chilly winds don't blow. There's
Nothing as lonesome as a freight train.
and there's
No place as cold as a boxcar,
heading for an unfriendly town. I'd like to ride that orange blossom special. I've heard that it can blow your blues away. But I'd be just as happy with a freight train that's headed for the southern USA. There's
nothing as lonesome as a freight train.
and there's
No place as cold as a boxcar, rolling and a swaying, bumping and a grinding, heading for an unfriendly town.
and there's
Nothing as lonesome as a freight train.
and there's
No place as cold as a boxcar, rolling and a swaying, bumping and grinding, heading for an unfriendly town.
Thank you. And that was Tom
We're
Hicks doing the
back.
lead vocal on that.
Okay, we're going to give away some tickets to the Georgia Mountain Fair. If you can tell me one, guys, run up here and get behind us for just a second. If you can tell us one of the entertainers
They'll
that's
need to
going to
go
be
around the
there,
camera.
and what we would like is for you to tell us one of the entertainers that could be there. I would like to know the day of opening. Now, the day of opening, Miss Hilda gave you the day of opening, and I said there's one I really, really want to see. See if you can come up with one of the names of the people who are going to be there. I hope you can come up with Ronnie McDowell. We've got a winner fast on that one.
Who is the winner?
Who is the winner? Okay, guys, come over here real quick. Stand behind us.
I got a good cucumber recipe.
There you go. Ginger McGuire. knew that Ronnie McDowell is going to be there, and also Neil McCoy is going to be the opening day.
Right.
Now, guys, come on over. Get fast. Come on. Don't act like you old. Get over here. Run, run, run. We got to say, these are a bunch of professional men. They're not just ne'er-do-wells that she picked up somewhere. We've got a dentist. We've got a pharmacist. We've got genius over here. We've got all kinds of guys here. Now, put the mic up and tell your name, each one of you quickly.
I'm Todd Freeman.
Okay?
Mike Johnson. Tom Hicks.
I'm Johnny Martin.
Gary Warvington.
I'm Barry Palmer.
Barry Palmer, honey, he cut his teeth at the Georgia Mountain Fair. He's been there since he was a mere child. Since he was a mere child. Barry was there forever. Now, Barry, we've got 2 minutes. Tell me what it was like to be there as a child and to still be there today.
Scared to death. Every moment is something new and something challenging, and there's lots of fires to put out and lots of people to entertain, and that's what we do the best we can.
You do a great job. You do a great job. And if you come to, we really like the talent show part of it. You will be on stage during the talent show.
Yeah, been doing that for 34 years.
That's right. So y'all come on down, and if you have talent, who is the little girl we know that we go to see there, Miss Bailey Mundy?
Yeah.
Yay, yay. She came on the show, and did she do Patsy Cline? And
Yeah.
I said, if you'll do Loretta Lynn, you can come back. The kid went home and learned Loretta Lynn.
I remember that. I remember you telling me that.
Yeah.
That is good.
A great way to showcase local talent. And we know there was talent there from South Georgia. Now, Barry, tell us one of the best you've ever seen step on that stage who went on to do something else. Can you think
Oh,
of
Lord
somebody?
have mercy. There's been a lot of people there. Tricia Yearwood would be one.
Yes, yes.
And
Alan Jackson.
Alan Jackson, yeah, but they didn't come through the show that we do, but they've been there to play. But I'm talking about, folks that came on the stage and played with the house band,
Right.
went on to other things. And I think one year Travis Tripp was there. He showed
Awesome.
up and played.
Awesome. Rhonda Vincent.
Rhonda Vincent.
Rhonda Vincent. So some great talent. Well, we have got to go. We are very talented here, but we cannot stretch this hour. It is only an hour. Dad, burn it. We've got to say something we never say.
Don't say it.
Don't say it. We'll not say goodbye. We'll say we'll see you again. And Miss Hilda gave me some more tickets, so y'all pay attention. We'll be giving away tickets, a couple of different tickets, different times. Pay attention. Make plans to go to the Georgia Mountain Fair. Hunt these guys down. One of them, you can get your teeth cleaned while you're there. There you go. From North Georgia Now Today, I'm Cherie.
I'm Freddy. Y'all have a good day. I'll see you back Wednesday. And a while ago you said, do y'all remember Freddy back in 1992? They probably tried to forget me.
No. We'll be here and you be here too, only on ETC. Don't touch that dial. Here comes my buddy, Rich Scott.
On a faraway strand, 'tis a beautiful home of the soul, built by Jesus on high.